Hello, welcome back to The Grid. This episode is Stupid Kids Us Edition.
Us edition. All right.
Who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first?
Me?
You.
Me first.
You want to
okay.
go first. I can see it in your soul.
Thanks.
Just
So,
like a ginger.
let's see. What's a stupid kid that I did once? Let's see here. This is getting off to a great start.
That's great.
Grammar
Okay.
mistake.
Calm down, Grandma.
Okay.
Okay. I think Luke should go now.
Okay.
That was a stupid kid.
This doesn't make for a good podcast. Just us laughing.
It's not, you can't even hear me laughing because I'm just wheezing so hard that there's no air in me.
Okay, here, wait. Last time you did the intro and I went first, so he did the intro. You go first.
Okay. Okay.
It wasn't that funny.
Yeah.
Jeez.
It really wasn't.
In context, because you said that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. Oh man, I'm so sorry. Oh jeez. Okay. What time? All right. So, when I was little, about Moses' age, maybe a bit younger, probably younger, like maybe 5, we used to have an apple tree out by where our garden is. And that's where our trampoline was, like right next to the apple tree. So what I used to do is I would climb into the apple tree and jump off of the apple tree onto the trampoline. Not into the trampoline, because that'd be weird. So I would jump off of the apple tree onto the trampoline. And I would get, like, bounce. But one time, there were other people on the trampoline. It was, like, my sister and her friend, who she doesn't talk to anymore. I haven't even heard her name in, like, years. I think her name was Emily, but I'm not sure.
Patricia.
Yeah, let's just say
Everybody-
Patricia.
Leave it anonymous. Don't
Leave
ruin
it
their
anonymous.
lives.
Her name was Emily. Anyways, I jumped from the tree onto the trampoline and got sprunged because, like, both of them super bounced me at the same time as I hit the trampoline from the altitude of the tree. And then I sprang up off the trampoline, and there were, like, bricks nearby, and I hit my eye on a brick and got a black eye.
Dang it, Patricia.
Yeah,
What the
it was,
heck?
I blamed it on her. I didn't actually blame it on her, but that's what happened.
Luke, or Michael, we know you had a story you wanted to tell.
I have plentiful stories. We're back to this again.
All right, Michael,
I'm just gonna
go.
start. Okay, you might hear some wheezing in the background. It's not somebody choking.
It's just me.
Michael, go.
Oh,
Michael, put
okay.
your phone away before I shove it up your booty.
Okay, so one time I used to have like one of those like BMX bikes that like 10-year-olds have. Like it's not a real BMX
10-year-olds
bike,
like
but it's
Jaden
like
Fulkerson?
yeah, like it's like a small bike. And I would ride it all the time. And my neighbor has a driveway that's at like a 45-degree angle. So I took my bike and we would always go up it and then go down it because we thought it was super fast. Are you done, Luke?
Yeah.
Are you done? If you're
Yes,
okay.
I've been
Okay.
done.
So anyway, one day I went up it and I thought.
This
You
isn't
do realize we have a 30-minute time period.
This is not very
I
quality.
know. I know. I'm so sorry.
It's not that funny. Okay, anyway, so I went up her driveway.
Take it.
I went up her driveway, and I thought that it would be a good idea to go down it, but like I kept swerving jerking my handlebars back and forth. So I did that, and then you know how like if some driveways like they go up and then there's like the side of the curb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I went off of that. I did a front flip on my while still holding onto my bike, and I landed on my head and got a giant goose egg that stuck out like an inch. And and for the next 2 weeks, Andrew kept making fun of me for having my brains pop out.
Probably because you looked like a freaking Star Trek character.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Okay, my turn. Okay, stupid kid story. Let's see. I got plenty of those. I just can't really remember them too hard.
You worded this one a lot better than you
Yeah.
did.
Let's see here. I should have came prepared for this. Oh, here we go. Here's one. So, when I was younger, there used to be this show about the Bible, and it was like
VeggieTales?
no, it was like a
Wait,
it was like
what?
a live action
What?
show. It was. Now that I think about it, it was really cool. But when at the age I watched it, it was literally the most terrifying thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Because the way they portrayed Satan, oh my gosh. So, like, when I turn off the lights, I still run up the stairs as fast as I can.
Thinking of that.
Yeah, and the part of the death angel, because for those of you that don't know, in the Bible, during Egypt, there was God sent an angel that killed the firstborn of every family that didn't put a perfect lamb's blood across their door frame.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah,
I am the
Passover.
oldest son in my family. So that was freaking traumatizing watching that. Cause oh man.
Mom, we need to put blood on the door now. Why did you have the lamb? No time to explain.
Slaughters it right there.
Dude, oh my gosh. And like also I was scared of the Pharaoh's army, like in their chariots. I thought they were gonna just come and slaughter me. I don't know what the heck. Oh my gosh, it was probably a pretty cool show, but back in the day, it was not. It was so scary, dude.
Okay, so
Luke, do you want to say
No,
one so it
it's my
distracts you?
turn.
Oh,
My
Yeah.
turn.
Oh right.
It's Michael's turn.
Michael can go.
Okay, so one time in my backyard, we used to have this tree, and like at the stump it split into like two, and so we were like playing tag, and I was running around it, and I said like to my brother Andrew and my sister Anna, time out. I'm gonna put on a puppet show. So I stuck my head in between the two things because I thought I don't know why, but I thought it would look like, you know how there's like the puppet shows where there's
Yeah.
like the lemonade stand looking thing, and then like you sit under it and you put
Yeah,
your hand-
yeah.
Yep.
So I put my head in it, and I don't know, I was just speaking gibberish. Cause
Japanese.
why not? Yeah. So and then I was like, okay, that was fun. Time to stop this. So I tried to pull my head out, and I realized my head's not coming out. Why is this? So I tried again, and it wasn't working. So it got to the point where I started having a panic attack because I thought that I wouldn't be able to get my head out until they got the fire department to
This
come and
is
cut
your
the tree
life
down.
now.
There's
Yeah.
nothing a little chainsaw
thought-
action
I
can't
just
fix.
thought, I'm the kid who's stuck in the tree now. I'm never gonna get out of this tree, even if they cut it down. I'm still gonna be stuck in the tree.
This is my
I'm gonna,
life.
I'm gonna have to go to a really big school with really big rooms to fit my tree head in. So I start screaming at the top of my lungs, just going like, Andrew, get Dad! And he's like, okay. And it takes my dad like 5 minutes, and then he finally comes out.
Put
and
your
he's-
phone
he-
away.
and
I
he's-
am.
And
I'm
I'm
trying to turn
crying.
it
I'm
off.
crying. And my dad's like, "Okay, Michael, I'm gonna lift you up and back, like in the movie Bolt, where they tell him to turn his head and pull it out." Have you ever seen Bolt?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah,
I've seen
okay.
it.
It's
I was
about
gonna
a
say,
dog.
If you have, thanks. If you haven't seen Bolt, you're not living. Anyway, so finally he did that, and I have these 2 scars under my earlobes.
Show me your earlobe.
Oh yeah.
Where?
There
Oh,
it is.
yeah, I
It's-
see your
it's
scars.
It's right in his earlobes.
The microphone on your phone is. It's up there.
No,
That's
no,
right.
It is.
Nope. It's
It
in
is
him.
down here. It is.
It's up there. Okay, anyway.
It's
So-
in him.
I like a month ago, I asked, "Hey, Dad, why did it take you so long to come and get my head stuck out of the tree?" And he says, "Because I was trying to make sure that I wasn't laughing at you when you were stuck in the tree. Otherwise, you would get mad at me."
I would have gotten my.
So yeah, for those 5 minutes, I was scared that I was just gonna be the tree kid, the tree man, the tree kid.
Oh, geez.
Tree.
And I was
You need
I was
earmuffs,
just
Michael?
thinking-
No thanks, I got this tree.
I was just thinking like, how am I gonna get a girlfriend when I'm older?
I've got a friggin' tree on my head!
Nobody thinks that's cool. I mean,
Trees
and now I realize that would have been pretty cool if I could hold an entire tree with
just
my
your-
head,
just
with just
with
my
your neck
with
would be
just
giant.
with just my earlobes.
Your neck would be thicker than my thigh.
It would be thicker than my thigh.
Apparently, Evan's thighs are thick.
My thighs are bigger than Evan's.
That is true. I love. Oh, thanks,
Maybe-
Evan, for the visual. Oh, guess we're taking off our pants now. Do I
Okay,
need
Luke,
to-
your turn.
Stupid kid stuff?
Yep.
I used to play t-ball.
That was not
I remember
stupid.
watching you play baseball. That was
That was
fun.
sad.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
I remember watching Evan play baseball, and whenever we would play your team, you would strike out. And you
Excuse me, I don't strike out.
One
dingers,
time you struck out like 4 times in a game, and you got so mad. It was so funny.
Yeah, well, guess what?
You were
My
just like-
team won
you
the
were-
championship.
I remember I
so-
heard you say to somebody, "Man, this bat literally has a hole in it. Come on, how's this not rigged?"
I don't think that's real.
You said
I
that.
don't
I
think
remember
that's
it.
real
I
at all.
remember it. Well, Evan,
Okay.
you are not a smart child considering the conversation we're having.
I'm pretty
so-
sure I was a really smart kid.
You're not a smart one.
There's one kid on my team one year. Actually, he struck out like 3 times, and he started banging his head against the dugout. He literally just walked to the dugout and started going, "Dude!" Mind you, it's concrete.
Oh, no.
He did it like
His bare head?
yes.
Was he wearing-
He wasn't wearing his helmet. He was just banging his head on the
Ah.
concrete.
That kid bled
His-
out 5 hours later.
No, he didn't. He didn't die. He's still alive. He's somewhere. I don't
Was
know.
there,
He's a-
like,
I
honest,
honestly, I didn't care. I didn't.
if you want
I
to
didn't-
smack your face against some concrete, go
didn't
ahead.
like the kid anyway, so I didn't really. Bennett was on one of my teams. He used to play baseball.
Bennett.
I have zero memory of it, but apparently my dad does. He was probably
Okay,
good. Bennett's just hot.
I have some
so.
things that I have memory of. Oh, I've got 2 stupidity stories for you. One involving a ghost pepper, and one involving me playing t-ball when I was like 4.
Okay, you tell one, then I have a story, then you can tell your next.
So when I was 4, I was playing t-ball because my dad wanted me to, and I thought I was so special because I knew how to play t-ball. The ball doesn't even move at you; it's just sitting there for you, and I thought I was so special. I was like, "Yeah, I play t-ball." So I went home and I was like, "Hey, Mia, you want me to teach you how to play t-ball?" And so I gave her the bat and I set up the tee and
you're
I
all
put the ball
cool.
on her and I was like, "Yeah, go ahead and swing at it." And I was right behind her. And she swung with the might of Zeus. And then the bat swung around and smacked me in the eye.
And he no longer
And
thought t-ball was cool.
I fell down on the ground and I was like, "Yeah!" I stood up and my eye was already bruising. And my dad came out and he was like, "Mia, go to your room now!" So it was like, "Luke, are you okay?" I barely remember anything that happened, but I remember having a black eye for like 2 weeks because my sister slammed me in the face with a metal baseball bat.
Oh, it was metal.
It was metal, and if she would have hit me in the nose, there's a good chance that like the
You wouldn't
bone-
have a nose anymore.
Yeah.
You would be missing a limb.
Your nose limb.
All right, Michael,
Okay, so
go.
anyway, when I was like 3, my brother had, so instead of having like a normal dresser, there were like, it was like cubbies. There were like 9. It was like a 3x3
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
and there were like little, like, I don't know how to like,
Cubbies.
yeah, basically just
Yeah,
cubbies.
they-
Yeah, but
they were
there was like a
cubbies.
container that could slide out. It was weird.
So
It
like
was-
what we had in our
it was
PE lockers.
It was weird. Yeah, basically like that. And so there was a loose screw. So I walked in my brother's room and said, and I looked at it and I just thought, why would this screw be loose if I wasn't supposed to take it. Maybe this is my destiny to take this screw and do something with it. So you know what I did? I took it and I shoved it up my nose. And then
The prophecies have foretold this moment. I must put the screw in my nose.
Yeah, so I was like, oh well, I guess not.
I'm the
So I
chosen
tried
one.
to take it out, and you know how sometimes like, well, no, you probably don't, but like if you can,
You know,
I knew I had put stuff up in my nose before I was like 3.
You
so
were a pro.
obviously I knew that like if you stretched your nostril out far enough, you could like grab it by the ends and pull it out, and I couldn't. So I was like,
It's still there to this
what do I do now? No, I wish though. I wish it just got enveloped by my skin. It was just a part of it. No, I'm kidding.
That hurt.
So instead, I started breathing in. Instead of trying to breathe out, I started breathing in. And it got to the point where like you could see it bulging out right here, like right next to my eye.
What the heck?
So then I had to go to the ER. I was fine. I thought it was funny. My mom and dad were like,
I've got a
so scared.
screw in
so
my
they,
nose.
They got it out of my nose, and I was just like, okay, that was cool. Maybe I'll do that again next week. I don't know. Okay.
It might be on the
Yeah.
sketch.
Yeah.
I got a story.
Okay.
Okay, story.
So I really like bananas. They're like my favorite fruit.
Bananas
And
are the best.
They're so good. And
Bananas
I
are
eat
apples.
bananas every day.
There's no banana juice though. There's like juice for every other fruit
Well,
besides
bananas are a berry. Did you know
Dried
that?
banana.
I did not. All right,
That-
speak. Evan.
So I felt like I needed to further my banana studies. So I decided to just get a nice up close and personal look right at the banana. So I put it really close up to my eyes and I was just like looking. And then so it was like long ways. So it was just the peel. It wasn't
like a visor. Over.
yeah. So obviously that wasn't harmful to me. And so
Yeah.
you know how like the part where you break it off the other side. I twisted it around to see that, and my eyes were wide open and just across my eye with. I almost died by. I scratched my pupil.
You were
or
giving,
my
you were
whatever
giving
your
eye.
eye.
You were giving your eye the potassium.
I scratched my
Injecting
eye.
your eyeball.
I
with
scratched
potassium.
my eye with a banana.
I hate scratching it. Okay.
Oh man, it was. And then I closed my eye for the rest of the night.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's your turn, and then I.
Yes, my ghost pepper story. Actually, we're running out of time. I don't know if you'll be. Oh
much
yeah,
time is
we have 600. We're at 500 bars right now. We have until 600.
Okay. Go.
All right, yeah. So I actually have to go off of most of the story from what my mom said because I barely remember most of it. So we took. So the bed and breakfast across the street grew ghost peppers like last year sometime during the school year. Shut up, Michael. I'll shoot you in the knees.
Good story. Go.
Anyways, so we took a ghost pepper, 2 Los Ranchitos because I was going to challenge Sergio to a pepper off.
Sergio.
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 Sergio? Nah, it's 5:17. Okay,
go.
shut up. So I was like, hey, Sergio, you want to take a bite of this? And then I'll take a bite of it. And he was like, sure, senor. And so he bit it, and then I bit it. And he was like, how you doing? And I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And so I like started like waddled back to my seat. I used waddle to describe a lot of things that I did when I was in pain, but I like strutted back to my seat with clenched fists, like breathing super heavily, and I grabbed my water and I started. I drank that whole thing in like 2 minutes, and oh my gosh, my mouth was on fire, and I was like, give me some milk, please, I need milk now. And so I drank milk, and I drank the whole glass of milk right there. And little did I know that when you take a bite of a ghost pepper, the heat just increases and increases and increases. So I blocked out this much of increase. So it went from this to like this in like no time at all. And so I got rid of the milk, all of the heat came back, but like tenfold. So I was just like, ah, and that's when I lose my memory. According to my mom, I went into shock and went outside, started walking around the building before collapsing to my knees and throwing up. Yeah, so yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah, and then I remember coming to like outside of the restaurant. Oh my gosh, I was in so much pain. Anyways, Michael.
Okay, so One time on 4th of July, my cousins used to have a 4-wheeler, and I was driving it with my cousin. He's the same age as me. He's like a couple months younger than me, and he was driving it. So he decided that we were gonna drive through like the wheat field, and some of the wheat, normally you were supposed to wear safety goggles, but he didn't bother finding me a pair of safety goggles because they weren't in the normal spot. So he was just like, oh well. So we were driving, and then I got a piece of wheat stuck in my eyelid, and then it ended up like going all the way back, and so we got off, and I was like, I don't trust you to drive me on that anymore. And then his uncle, my uncle, his dad got mad at him for not getting me safety goggles. So I spent the night there, and I remember I woke up at like 2 a.m. and I just pulled the piece of wheat out from my eyelid, and I was like, oh, that was awful, because it hurt a lot, because it was like grinding against my eye. But then I realized, wait, none of the actual wheat is on it. So I thought for like a couple months that I was gonna have some wheat growing out of my ear.
It probably like dissolved.
I thought, yeah, I know, because I thought there was gonna be like brain juices to fertilize the wheat, and it would grow out of my ear.
Oh no, no.
And that same
No.
that same day, we were also driving through the corn, and he got the 4-wheeler stuck, and it was stuck for like
right in the corn.
Oh, we're at 593.
Yeah, we have until 6:30.
Oh.
6 whole 30s.
Yep. All right, Evan, you have
All
any more
right,
stories?
let's see a stupid story. Oh, this was. I wasn't really that much of. It was just a couple months ago. I was working with my papa out on a little farmette. We were building. We were either building or painting duck blinds so we could go duck hunting. I don't remember if we were building or painting or not. And we had this Ranger we were hauling stuff with. And there was also this old, like, I don't know what the heck he was using it for, because it was rusty and crappy, and I don't know what he was using it for, but it was elevated on cinder blocks, and I had this Ranger, which is like a gator, and I was driving it to go pick up something for him, and I just totally take out the cinder blocks and send the thing flying, and he turns around and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he's on like a big like tractor thing, and then the sheriff from Hennepin, he didn't come because I got in trouble. He just came, and he came and watched the whole thing, and he's like, he just starts laughing at me. I felt so dumb. I felt so stupid, but nothing happened in the end. So we need to go. I love you so much. Goodbye.
Thanks for watching The Grid.